Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? It's your buzzing cousin Ghost Boogie. B-Boys Underground will be starting here just momentarily. We appreciate everybody that's tuning in live and, of course, watching this on the replay. You can check us out every single Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Pacific, and 1 a.m. GMT. That's the world clock if you don't know what that is. But check it out, man. We appreciate you tuning in. We've got the one and only Samsun Zulu talking about the Cincinnati beat tape, a tribute to Hi-Tek. This is going to be a dope interview, a great show, and it's a listening party, y'all. Sit back, relax, and we'll be with you one moment. Man, what's good? What's good? What's goody? It's your buzzer cousin Ghost Boogie. We got Samsun Zulu, and of course, G Dash Fresh is back in the house. What's goody, gentlemen? How are you? Happy B Boy Wednesday.
What's going on, everybody? Cincinnati
Going on.
513 representing. Let's get it.
Yeah, salute.
Absolutely.
Peace to the
Yeah,
beat boys. Holding it
Yeah.
down. Gia.
absolutely. It's an institution, y'all. Man, so welcome back, Samsung. Man, I can't wait to get into this and
Yeah.
go over this.
Appreciate
But
y'all for
man,
having
it's
me back. Yeah, that's love.
man, you're welcome back anytime, man.
Word.
And just this is a dope ass individual, hands down. But I want to know, like, what have you been up to since the last time we had an opportunity to chop it up with you?
In the words of Drake, well, hell, I'm dipping again. You know what I'm saying? So to stay in
Yeah,
the studio, trying to get off as many tracks as I can, but creating sound packs and doing everything that I can to hustle a dime to a dollar. So
Mhm.
doing that. Just keep investing in this music, man. Just sharing the love and collaborating with as many individuals as I can. Got some really nice fire projects that's on their way. You know what I'm saying? G Fresh, to tell you, man, I love to do them. I just stay in the mix of doing what I do, and
Mhm.
I got a lot of stuff that's on the burner and trying to make a connect even for the city of Cincinnati as well. Just trying to do some things that's positive, like to help filter Cincinnati music culture through that Atlanta venue. So we got some things in the works. Yeah,
absolutely. That's dope,
yeah.
man. And congratulations on, the continued success and forward momentum and you're back with a new project and this one right here, I mean,
Yeah.
I have to say, with a tribute to High Tech, I appreciate that you're doing this because it, it, it's it's well overdue that something and someone really does recognize High Tech and
Yeah.
and and really pay attention to his work and his also impact on the sound that shaped
Mhm.
hip hop during that time. I mean, he was instrumental, but to know that it came from Cincinnati organically and
Word.
knowing his story, and then the releases that he's put out with the back catalog where it was indexed on where he was making his beats as he was living in different areas and everything like that. And he lived right down the street from me during one of those sessions, but I ain't gonna dox myself too much. But yeah, man, it's like it's that you know it's important. And how did this come about? Like, what was it that made you do this?
But so my thing, if you look at all my catalog, is I love to give out the roses. You know what I'm saying? I love to show
Yeah,
tribute to people who are creative and inspire me as well as inspire others. Uh, like I, I was one of the founding members of the Watusi. It was a Watusi tribe was a concept of mine, and when the brothers came on, I had to do some little bit of selling. But the first project, the first album that we released was a tribute to KRS-One, and
yep,
so that was 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It's
So
crazy to
I
think
just
that
know in
when you
doing
say that.
tributes and from doing that album, it put us in the presence of KRS-One many times, and they were prepared to sign us and for us to move with that label. Some other things took place that just made it difficult for it to happen, but we were in perfect alignment in doing that. That it did elevate and put us in certain places that we probably wouldn't have been whether we just made some ego music, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it was a real love mission, and it laid out the red carpet for us. So I know. So within my in my career, just showing love and presenting the roses, it always comes back and folds. Like it was something that uh, uh, one of the bros from Cincinnati has said is like you give a man roses or you give an individual roses, you deserve a garden. So it's always good to show love, and that was Fame who said that. So just to expound on who said it, but I
salute to
heard that
Faye.
and I took that, and that was a big thing. You know what I'm saying? That's wisdom. So, but going back to this specific project, I had done one for Jay Dilla maybe 6 years ago, and that was the funny
Yep.
thing about that. That was actually me and G Fresh's project. G Fresh had a lot of stuff going on, so he wasn't able to submerge himself in it at the particular time. So at that time, I just went ahead and did a project. It was a tribute to Jay Dilla. But what do we
Mm-hmm.
look like showing love to Jay Dilla when Jay Dilla was highly inspired by Hi-Tek? You know what I'm saying? And so we kind of look past my man just because he from our same soil, and don't give him the love that he deserved. You know what I'm saying? He deserved the praise, respect, and that's what's up. So that was at its most basic principle. That's it. I just wanted to show my man love because he deserved it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Word, Hi-Tek, Samsun Zulu, showing love. And I've
Yeah.
heard this project already as we're gonna preview some of those bits. So I hope everybody enjoyed. Hope he enjoyed it. And yeah.
So, like, when we started off with this track, right? Like, so as we say, set the table for the folks that's getting ready to consume and have a meal. And this is
Uh huh.
very interesting because you dropped a project on YouTube, and it's a mixtape, and it is supposed to be consumed all at once. So
Yeah.
it's basically you need to sit down and listen to it because it's a story, right?
Word. Word.
So like to take it through, it's 30 almost 33 minutes long. It's
Yeah.
32 minutes and 56 seconds, man.
Yeah. It was supposed to land. It was supposed to land right at that 32. As uh, the machine that me and Tech both use. Well, I use several different MPCs and several different samplers, but the foundation to what I do and the foundation of what he does is done on an MPC 3000, and that has a 16
That's the one I
pad.
learned
So
on. Yep.
so that's 16 and 16, 32. So that was foundational in the way that I actually was laying. There's a lot of numbers in sequence, a lot of things that's kind of
Meaning
just in the
something.
midst
Yeah.
of what we do that ties back to the project in itself. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, and you've got a whole concept behind, and are you going to talk about the merch that's going along with this as well? Do you want to get into that now, or do you want to get into the tracks?
So say that again.
Do you want to get into the scavenger hunt right now,
Oh, well,
or
yeah, well, and not so much like right, we can kind of go through it, but so just to kind of share with you different ways that I plan and I'm wanting to promote the project are all going to be on a level of interaction. Like this isn't just my project. This project is for the city, and it's ultimately to provide love and respect to him. And it's funny, like everything has been taking these steps with certain individuals that are really key players to him. Are people that was found dated uh, in some of his growth. And so, like for instance, I just saw Damon Murdoch, and that's where I actually met him in 1990. That was like when we first got an opportunity to kick some of you up. Some people don't know, or some people do remember the old D&D studio. You know what I'm saying? That was
Hmm.
Damon Murdoch, but that's where he worked out of
wow?
initially over in Roseline. That was an old Roseline spot. And so I happened to see him, and then I happened to see uh, a couple of individuals that he had done work with, that I had done work with, and it's just like it's just kind of crazy to see how some things are coming into play. But on the tip of the scavenger hunt, that's going to be like one of the third or fourth phases in the actual promotion. One of the initial phases in promotion on the project right off the case right now is just a simple business card, has QR code on the back. I have some MPC 3,000 shirts that are manufactured, and they have the QR code as well to the project on those shirts. And then also there's a shirt
Boom.
with me and the homie on it, and it also has the QR code. But the funny thing about this particular picture is that on that particular day, uh, we were both getting a hip hop award in the city of Cincinnati, and I, I met him. He called me over. He like, "What's up, Sam? What you been into?" So I had asked him, like, I had never even known, but I had been prepared to do some work with King Son, and
Hmm.
some things have happened with King Son since. But I never knew King Son. So King Son is his cousin, and so
Never knew
King
that.
Son was like yeah. So King Son is his cousin. King Son used to live in Cincinnati. Used to go to school out in Princeton, and so King Son
Hmm.
was like, I want to do this track, and that's my cousin. Like I'm like, that's your cousin. Like that blew my mind. And then so when I told Tech, I had already been talking to King Son, let's do a song, and then doing that song, like things just ended up messing up, and it wasn't able to take off. So I had told him, well, let's do this. Let's do this. Like not so much of a battle style project, just a joint beat tape. Sent them off some different sounds. He vibed with what I was doing, and that was just the movement there. And so when I couldn't connect with King Son, then the evolution was just to go ahead and do this project that's in front of us now. So
Hell yeah.
King's son. Yeah, I actually caught him a couple of times because he used to be in the crew with DJ Hollywood, one of my muses,
yeah, yeah, no
Steve
doubt.
Steve
Yeah,
Steve Ghostin. So
yep,
and
yep.
been trying
He
to
back.
catch a few
He's
times.
actually back over
I know,
in
I know.
Covington now. He's over
Yeah,
there in Covington now. So
yeah. So just
yeah,
short story because when I heard, when he first put it out, Steve Ghostin mentioned that. Yeah, they was in a group together and all that. Right out here in Cincinnati. Word, word.
yeah, yeah. So that's something for him to kind of really expound on. But we were supposed to do some work on a group called the Iron Hand Clan. That was he gave me the opportunity, said produce a couple of different tracks for him, and I was hoping one of those tracks would have been that track with me, him, and Tech, and another bruh from the crew, but it just didn't materialize.
Right.
Hood hippie salute. Good to see you. Overspray, Pomona, California in the house. So good to see you. And of
What's
course,
up, hood
Queen and
hippies?
everybody else out there. Hood hippies is they've got they're really down with the hip hop movement and the actual true hip hop movement, b-boy culture.
Yeah.
Overspray is a graffiti art spot, and they do a lot of commercials, or not commercial concerts, and
That motherfucker was on
just
my
yeah.
screen, man. I'm trying to tell you, he trying to get in
All
this
right,
show.
so we
Yo,
gotta
We
we
yo,
gonna,
gotta
ass.
tell everybody what's going on,
yeah,
man. So for you guys that are listening in the future, that's on this audio only format, we've got the homie G Fresh, and he's been
yeah,
fighting this fly before we went live, and like he's done,
yeah. This,
man. He
yeah.
has
I give
done
you,
everything he's
I
could to
give you
do
the
to kill
skinny.
this
So,
fly, man.
I'm working. The solicitor come knocking on my door, selling some shit I didn't want, and then a fly just slid
Was
right
it
on
some
in.
swans?
Yeah, I mean, I cut him off so quick, I don't even know what it was. But he let that intruder in, and he was actually sitting in front of the screen right when I sprayed as we was talking. So we live. This might turn into a snuff film. He gonna die
Pe-
today.
Peter's gonna come after us like as we did live murder of a fly on air, man.
Right. Well, he lived full
Destroy
life.
all insects.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's a fly. He ain't a
absolutely.
maggot. He had a good long life. He done ate some
Fly,
garbage,
pelican
smelled some
fly.
dog shit. It's time for him to dip.
Oh man. All right. Well, back to the damn music.
Yeah.
I love it though, man. That's why I love it, man, because we are live. Absolutely.
Yes,
This is
yes.
filmed, recorded, live, in true uh fashion of the core and heart of how B-Boys Underground was founded. It was
Yeah.
live radio, right? And
Yeah.
and again, man, and I'm so grateful that Fresh was willing to start this back up with me, man, because like I wanted to do this, but like there was no way. Like it just kept was like you got to do B-Boys and everything. I was like, and I reached out to you. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
I said, that's a capital idea. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Episode
and here
almost on 100.
we're almost on 100, man. And actually, I think we are well over
I
100
think
with
we
all
are
of
with
the
some
other
of the,
pop-ups and all of that
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, but
It's
and
dope.
and it continues to
That's
get
what it's
better.
about.
Yeah.
Persistence. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Hmm.
absolutely, man. I mean, absolutely. And we continue to grow and network with really great individuals. And there's so much positive movement with inside the community that we're building. And it's from uh, all around the globe, from New Zealand to London to Germany to, I mean, we've got so many different listeners that are across the globe. When I look at the analytics, it's just really cool,
I
to
got him.
see. You got him.
Got him. Yeah, he kept getting in that light. Wait a minute, he ain't dead yet. Let's drown him.
Oh
Oh,
God,
wait a minute. He on my Dr. Dre headphones. Here's our culprit.
we don't need to see you, man. I don't need to see you, bro.
And
Man,
he hanging on for dear life.
why are you spraying all of that on your headphones, fam?
Yeah, they waterproof. Man, he's sticky. All
Hey, look,
righty.
this is a cancer survivor, man. Insecticide isn't good for you, man.
No, it's
Wow.
just, this is Microbon
My
sanitizer.
God.
It's
All
good.
right.
Be
All
safe.
right, there you go. You
Go.
sanitized. All right, back to the music, man. Now we
Yes.
finally, it's dead. Now we don't have to worry about this fly and
Yes.
don't have to riff. All right. All right. Now back to this, man. I can't wait to get into it. So, what's the first thing that we're going to hear? Who starts it off and what's the track? It says
Well,
what
the
I'm going to
first, the
be is
first voice you're gonna hear is Master E. So he is the founding member of the Bond Hill crew, and
Shout out,
he's the
shout
one
out.
that you often hear Common give praises to for actually giving him the push to get the passion. You know, Chicago was a very heavy house town. It wasn't prominent
Yeah.
for hip hop, like, you know what I'm saying, like some other places. And so that's what the main influence was up there was house music. But Common would come to the city, Cincinnati. He had a cousin here that was actually a really close friend of mine. His name was Ajay Turner, and I think he later on became Common's manager as well. But in any case, he introduced Common to the Bond Hill crew, and the Bond Hill crew gave Common the inspiration of hip hop. They gave him something that he can build on and fall in love with. And so Master E is the one who actually did the narration on this beat tape. And so the first thing that you'll hear is his voice, because it was like on them Saturday mornings, like I raced to catch the 45, 47, 43 downtown to just hear the Bond Hill crew bust, you know what I'm saying? And I would get on the bus to see them perform their routine. So it was dope. And so here we are several years later, and I'm working with the Master E. You know what I'm saying? He got to put some things in effect for me. And so the first verse that you'll hear is his. And the reason why I wanted to make the music just one long sequence, hopefully it was not too long for anyone, but what it did is the beats are actually a story. And it gives the listener the opportunity of following the storyline and not allowing that to break, just to be captivated by the storylines.
Right.
So,
Shout out to Bond Hill crew, man, and just the homage there is beautiful.
Indeed, one love to the Master E
so what we're
and
gonna
to
do,
the brother Nouvelle. I mean, to the brother and the Bond Hill crew is bro. So
salute. And what we're gonna do is this is a listening party, y'all. So you're gonna be hearing it here on some exclusive stuff, and we hope that you do absolutely run it up, run it up, run it up. I'm gonna be sharing right now the link to the project, and that will get you to the page. Make sure that you subscribe and like this. And with that being said, let's get into this album. Give me a second to pull this up.
the first song is what I'm going to be.
And tell us about it. Is there anything else? Was there anything that you were trying to, like? What was the vibe, or like the whole, like, what's the tone, or the emotion that you're trying to
Yeah.
convey with this?
It's a young child. Like, so when he first got into the game, you know, you know, you know, rap at one aspect was thought by adults to just be a phase, like, and nobody knew, everybody who invested in equipment, like our parents, they didn't want to submerge themselves in buying things that were too costly, because they looked at it just like a phase. They didn't think that it was going to leverage and be of any importance. It was just going to be a thing that we would all just do for a summer or two and then move on. And so obviously many people did, but this song, What I'm Going to Be, is basically through the music saying nobody knew what he was going to be, but he believed in it himself. And so he motivated and pushed to try to become something great in the culture through his music. He cut out his niche. Yeah.
Dope. Well, here you go, yo. Let's get into it.
It's Master E from the legendary Bond Hill crew. One love, peace out to my man Hi-Tek. This that Cincinnati boom back. Samsun Zulu, come with it.
Take your mic off, Boogie.
Thank you
What's
about
that?
that. No, so dope, and salute on that one. Before we get into the next track, because we're gonna talk about the next one, because we was getting ready to transition into the next one, right?
Yeah.
So tell us about what we're getting ready to hear on the next one.
So the next one is called Really Bout This. And so as he established that he's going to push through and what he's going to be, nobody else can determine that but him. Then he falls deeper in passion and with some of the individuals that were kind of moving alongside of him, uh, he realized that they weren't really about it. So the song is called Really Bout This. And so, you can't take everyone with you. Some of your friends end up falling by the wayside. And I think that's the difference in
Wow, yeah.
some of the individuals who went on to the next level and some of the individuals who didn't. The object of cutting loose of some individuals and then others that just try to formulate those continual bonds and just keep digging themselves out as fast as they falling under the sand. So that's really, this next one is called Really Bout This. So it's the movement.
Really about this. Well, let's get into it, y'all.
Y'all ain't really bout this. Y'all ain't really bout this. Y'all ain't really bout this. Y'all ain't really bout this.
From the Bond Hill crew, I talk Common and Hi-Tek too. Rose line to Bond Hill, we kept it real, that's the deal.
Mic off. Have to
Thank
roll
you.
in one back
Before
a
we
little
get
bit.
before we get into it, because I didn't want to interrupt the transition and the interview,
Yeah.
but tell us what we're getting ready to get into and what we were speaking about.
All right. And so that one, next one is it's called I Get Grimy. And so the funny thing is, like, in the imparting of him moving on and trying to separate themselves from individuals, everybody, for a lot of us, Cincinnati is kind of like Main Street. You know what I'm saying? It has so many different faces, especially for the hip hop head, because we just want to do hip hop, and hip hop is love, it's peace, it's creativity, it's all that good energy. You know what I mean? And then when you got these other musical influences, especially at that time of the emergence of gangster rap, it was trying to come in and give us a need for us to personify rough, raw gangsterism, you know what I'm saying, and attitude.
Right.
And even though that energy wasn't necessary, but he even expounds on a time when he shot himself in the hand. Now just think how precious his hands are in the aspect of making beats, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
But in his need to kind of prove something to the streets as an individual came in his home and stole from him. He had to get grimy with it. And so that's what that next part is. But that happens to all of us, right there in 1990 and coming out of the crack era. We just had to put a mask on and show another side of who we were. One thing I like to go back to is like how when we was in like that 1987, 88, 89 era, the colors that we wore. And then once 88, 89 start manifesting, we just all went black. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, just cut the shenanigans, man. Everybody blacking out here. It was a war going on. But that next song is I Get Grimy. So, it just perfectly leads to who he had to become just to feel respected in the community.
And then it had the blurb in there that you was talking about earlier with Master E, Bond Hill Crew, and Common. So
Yeah.
you kind of heard that blurb before that ended. Cool. Let's roll.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, let's get it, y'all. Yo, man, that's sick. That one right there. That man, I could listen to that all day, like and work, because that's kind of that's like that's the perfect like music to listen to while you're trying to work and get stuff done, man. That's good. I like that one.
That was one of my favorite on the beat tape. So I mean, like a lot of it, but that was one of my ones. I was like, "Ooh, got some little melodies was playing with my ears like that."
It's beautiful. That's a great composition right there. That's one right there. You're gonna have someone wanting to spit on that one for sure. Are you allowing anybody to? Is any of this open for any MCs that want to take this and spit a verse and submit it?
Spit on them, yeah, most definitely. And so that's, as I was sharing, it's the interactive portion of it, and so that's what we going to eventually evolve to, is the releasing of each one of them is like singles and individuals writing around the concepts that are there and the constructs that are there, and and now then eventually evolve into a lyrical tribute to him. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how it becomes a gift. It just keeps giving. You know what I'm saying? Basically
Yeah.
putting legs essentially on it on the project.
You know what I'd like to see is to see, uh, all of the folks that he has had collaborations with. I'd like to manifest this into something where we get an opportunity to have all of the dope individuals that he's had an opportunity to work with lay some tracks out on this too. You know what I mean? From mood, from the beginning, the
Right.
early to all the way progression through his
So,
career. That would be dope. So let's put that out in the universe, and any of y'all that are watching,
See what happens.
let's make this thing happen for real. So the next track, right?
yeah. So the
What are
next
we going
track
to?
is called "My Life Is a Style." So by this time, if you noticed his swag, the deal was coming into play, and he worked and helped the Mood construct a demo. Now, it's whips with everything. You know what I'm saying? He got his bravado up, and having his bravado, he's committed to a lifestyle that'll get him to the next level. So this song right here is called "My Life Is a Style."
My life is the style, yo.
Yeah.
Dope. But let's get into it.
My life, my life is a style. My life is a style. My life, my life is a style. My life is a style. My life, my life is a style. My life, life is a style. My life, my life is a style. My life is a style. My life, my life is a style. My life is a style. My life, my life is a style. My life is a style. My life, my life is a style. My life is a style. My life, my life is a style. My life is a style.
Back in
So yo, man, that's
Yeah.
dope. I like that one too,
Appreciate
man.
that.
Nice
So
and
all of
bouncy.
this is this all produced on an MPC 3000? Like everything produced on an MPC?
Say it again.
Is everything produced on this on an MPC 3000?
Yeah, everything produced on the 3000. Yeah.
I knew I mean, again, that's the thing that's the machine I learned on, and it just has that classic sound, and it is my by far my favorite machines sounds, and you can just tell. But I
And
mean,
that was my motivation to make sure that the album was consistent in its particular sonics, in its sound. So
yeah,
that's what we
you
went after.
you could tell for sure, man, and definitely what I appreciate is the progression and the chords. Like you really are like there's definitely a relaxed like I don't know. I can connect with that. It's another one I could just sit and listen to. I know what I'm gonna be listening to for a while now when it's
Word.
time for me to do productive work and stuff like that because this is something I can get lost into. I appreciate this. This is
Word.
great,
Word.
solid work so far, man.
Indeed.
No gas.
Hmm.
What you think, Fresh?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I had my ear to it earlier. I was
Okay.
working and letting it rotate through a few times,
That's
so I got
what's up.
to let it revolve and absorb.
So what are we getting into next, man?
All right. So what's next is a song called "Check with Me." So at this time, Cincinnati platform, and as we were all just rushing, I mean, all the ones that were looking at hip hop opportunity and record labels and things of that nature, we were all sharpening our tools for the battlefront, right? And so he no different than anyone else after he had formulated a lifestyle in this. He was looking to expound his territory through battling to becoming a name and becoming a more prevalent name in the culture and the landscape of hip hop. So that's
Yeah.
where the next song is "Check with Me." And so it's ultimately it's like a call out to everyone. That's where him and Jay Dilla had that slight clash. You know what I'm saying? So in time they had a slight clash, and it was necessary that he put down his flag. So that's where we at.
Here it is, y'all. Let's get into it.
In Roseline days, I knew Rodney Newman, Newt Newman, everybody telling me about Tony, Hi-Tek. He said, Nate, I can make some beats for you, and you can battle anybody on this planet. But I never seen him in the studio, but he was grinding this whole time.
Check with me when y'all want y'all shot. 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 Check with me when y'all want.
Man. Salute. Well, tell it. That was dope, man. I love those subs, the drops that you're using on that
Word,
bass line. It's heavy.
word.
You did all the
What we
scratching on this as well.
Yeah, did all the jigging as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
dope, man. What kind of mixer do you have and turntable do you have? I forget. I think we talked about that
Yeah,
before.
yeah. So I
You,
used the
you got
I used
12.
the used the reins. Yeah, I got a set of 12s down there, but I used
Yeah,
my reins. You know what I'm saying, just now to
gotcha.
just pull shit out random, like Primo always say. you were entitled to use the controllers if you actually had to lug
Nope.
records and spin records, and you had to do your thing. I was Lando's first DJ, one of his first DJs. I used to do
Oh,
I used to
word.
do the open mic nights over with Lando. So yeah, so
I
many
got
a
the
nights of
bad back
carrying
and the
crates and the whole
surgeries.
shebang.
I got the
Yeah.
bad back and the back surgeries and all the I got all of that stuff carrying that shit, and
Well,
I know very much those vinyl days, man. Oof. But I don't miss them, but I do appreciate uh
exactly. The
the
experience.
oh my God, yeah. I mean, I learned so much, and it helps. Anybody that picks up a controller, I'm all about pro- progression, right? And things have to progress. I got a chance to rock on a Rev 7. There was one at a spot where one of my homies, Mikey Unlikely, he's one of my co-hosts on the Usual Suspect Sesh. He works at a music go round place, right? And they had one come in, and I was looking at getting it. I just couldn't get the funds quick enough before it got out the door. But because those Rev 7s are nice, because I can't. I've tried messing with like controllers with the static decks, man. But
Mm,
I don't like that, man. I gotta have the moving platters and be able to. A lot of my
yeah.
blending is all being able to by touch and feel and throwing instead of clicking
Mm,
buttons, right? I do love the uh the advancements in the mixers and the abilities to have cue points and all of the effects and the advances, the stems that you can do with the new mixers. I think it is
mm,
continuing
yeah.
to elevate the ability for hip hop music
Creativity.
and creativity as a whole, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. So it's really dope. But I think everybody should have to go through some type of I don't know, like there's neophytes for a reason, right? There's
Right. Vinyl boot
journeyman
camp.
and
Just
yeah,
like pledge. Just like pledging. You gotta put in
yeah.
time and what come sit as a intern at G Fresh House and go.
I think you're too far away, Fresh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're chopping up. Um,
Well,
so let's get into the next trap. What we
all right.
got getting into, man?
So ultimately, he trying to lay it out, and he calling out individuals. The whole experience is because he wants his respect. You know what I'm saying? And you can't blame him for that. And he really, at that point in time, he was really willing to work with anybody. He was showing love on tracks, but ultimately he was trying to he wanted his respect. He deserved his respect. He's putting it down for his respect. And that's where he at in the motion, in the flow of the pictorial that's being set through the music. So this is him going for his respect.
Absolutely. Well, let's get into it, y'all.
Back you. Back in the hood. 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 respect in the hood. Right on like you. Respect in the hood. Right on like you.
You know, the first time I met Tony Hi-Tek,
Yeah.
he was DJing a Roseland party. But you know what? Everybody told me about him, get with him. On Master E from the Barn Hill crew. But when I came down there, he was doing his thing. But, you know, I'm not calling him short, but he was doing on milk crates, spinning wheels.
All right, so what was he getting into? What we got going into next? What are we getting ready to get into?
Yeah, so in this motion, after he got his respect, you know, the cars was coming, and he was getting, you know, he's putting down with a more of a East Coast influence label, hip hop labels, Raucous and TVT and labels of that degree, and so there it was. He was feeling like the man when he walked through, so he was walking through. So the song right here is called "Walk Through." And one thing you'll appreciate with this is a capturing a little bit of Dilla swing inside of the joint for the producer heads. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, here you go, y'all. This is gonna be dope.
Spinning wheels. Real top.
Put on my hood when I walk. 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 Put on my hood.
Man, is that Teddy P? In that?
What's that?
Is that Teddy P?
What'd you say?
In the back? Is that Teddy Pendergrass layered in the back of that?
Oh no. That's it's a piece that I morphed it. I'll show you one day when we off screen. I'll show you how I morphed and how I pulled that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now
I
that
just
a piece of that. Yeah.
I'm always paying attention to your layer sonically as a DJ. I'm always sitting here dissecting, like that's how my mind is I'm listening to all of the different, and I appreciate the changes in the layers and what you have done sonically with this is dope.
Yeah.
What are we getting it ready to get into next, man?
All right. So after this piece, another bravado piece is called "Hopping Out." So it's once again just like how he came through the hood, did the walkthrough thing. Now the whips are prevalent, and so this is hopping out of the biggest whips. You know what I'm saying? He had cars, bruh. Yeah, he had some cars.
I got you. Well, hey, yo, here we go. Let's get into it.
Slowly getting tougher. Hopping out, you know it's up. Slowly getting tougher. Hopping out, you know it's up. Slowly getting tougher. Hopping out, you know it's up. Slowly getting tougher. Hopping out, you know it's up. Hopping out, you know it's sun. Flow only getting tougher. Hopping out, you know it's sun. Flow only getting tougher. Hopping out, you know it's sun.
One thing. Yeah.
So, yo, man, I like that one too, man. What you think about that one, Fresh?
Sure.
Can't hear you, Fresh. You're muted.
Say it again.
I said a couple of them I would probably spit some bars on. I think it was the two back. Where's that sheet listing? It was the last three. Is like I told you, that first one I told you was one of my favorites. I mean, like the whole project, but you know you're gonna have your favorites.
Yeah.
The last three
I think
have been nice.
I think so. Like right now, where we are at is kind of like the midpoint to the album.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I like to emphasize is that, like, Tek's career, unlike too many producers, like whatever one individual is known for, you know, they generally are known for that throughout their whole career. But in the way that you kind of look at and digest Tek's music is like he was highly prevalent on the East Coast for the first part of his career, and then more in a more dominating fashion, he was known on the West Coast. So you got to kind of look at like a kind of a break, and he was successful in both aspects. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, as you look at this point, this is like kind of right when he is starting to, you know. Then the funny thing is, like, right when he got that contract, he came to my house and to go out with Dre. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like talking to him, like, you know, I had my own business in which I manufactured bulletproof vests at the time. Like, so I'm like, let me fit you up for a vest, B. I know you know what I'm saying, you're gonna need something. Like, nah. So he went out there with a good, positive, peaceful energy. He was working with 50 and 50 wearing bulletproof vests. I'm like, my first nature is like, you need to be rocking this vest. But he went out there, peace,
So hold on,
peace
can I
in who
pause
he
you?
was.
Can I pause you? So when you talk about where he was going out to have that session with Dre, are you talking about the session when he went out and did work on the Massacre?
Yeah, he was going out working out on the second
Massacre,
50 Cent album. Yep.
Yeah, when he did Rider music and all of
Mhm.
man, listen, man, the work that he did on that album, because the Massacre is 50's best album in my opinion. I'm not gonna. I don't. So I mean, you agree too?
I definitely
you
agree. Yeah,
oh
for sure.
man, because I mean, I can listen to that one and just let it go, and especially like Rider music and all of the Tek tracks, and you can tell the ones that he put his hands on. It just, man, it's like, man, yo, and it's so dope to hear him have what I loved about it. Not to, my apologies, I'll wrap it up, not to cut you off, but what I love is the fact that, you know, he was coming from basically Quali and Def, you know, Black Star, and had that whole East Coast sound, and it had it on lock. That just had it on lock, and then
had it on lock.
Went to the other coast, considered quote unquote, because of, you know, thinking like that East Coast backpack mentality.
So you see, Like when he went there, the
He went
comfortability was
there.
crazy because that's
It's
what we
Ohio.
that's Ohio. That's what we
It's the
grew up
funk.
on. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
the funk, baby. It's the funk.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's a conversation in that alone as to why. I mean, I think that Tech really, once again, talk about the flag. He took that flag and put that flag down for us. Lovely out there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, he took that flag and put it down lovely. So that's much respect to him for how he captivated that whole movement.
Put in that
But that
work.
was light work for him.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Well, yo, let's
And
get
so the
into
song
it.
we get into now is one called Real Shit, you know what I'm saying? And it and like ultimately things is getting real. Like I told you, I was trying to throw him in bulletproof vests. He like, nah, man, I don't need that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I got Crips and Bloods, I got brothers and folks, I got everybody beelining to Cincinnati because when they in wartime, they was coming to me and I was fitting them all up. But here I got bro, and bro doesn't, he ain't want no part of it. He like, nah, that, but you can. So he bought like 2 computers from me. So I had some early iMacs, you know what I'm saying? And he needed to set up his labs. And he said, I won't buy them, but I buy them. So there it was. So that's real shit right there, you know what I'm saying? That's as real as it
Hell
get.
yeah. That
Yeah.
is as real as it gets. Well, here we go, y'all. Check this one out. And shout out to Mad Ways in the house, Chief Token up in the house, but our co-host who couldn't be here with us tonight is Mad Ways. And salute to you, man. Much love to you, family. This one it is. Real shit.
It's very profound about Tech's career. If you look from the outside in, it almost looks like 2 totally separate, successful careers. Very early, he was exposed to hip hop labels like Rawkus, Blunted, TVT. But later on in his exposure to Dr. Dre, that took a totally different life, and it made the sound much larger, much more brighter, less limit in the sample use. It's just gigantic. That's why you have to respect what he's done.
Man, so yo, and it's funny because Chief Token upset, nodding my head and tapping my toes, like, and that's the one thing I was getting ready to say is like that one has such a swing to it. The same, it's like, it, as, as again when I'm listening to music, if you can get me like swaying to and moving to different syncopations, and it's like
Yeah.
that one right there is. That's nice. That's nice.
Appreciate
Man.
it. Much
Yeah,
love.
no,
Appreciate it.
What were we gonna say, Fresh?
I said another tough one.
Absolutely,
And so
absolutely.
this vibe right here is him. He full in effect in L.A. Now he's set up shop in L.A. There it is. It's called Sunny L.A.
Sunny LA, set up shop and ready to go, man. All right. Well, here we go, y'all. Let's check this one out. Give me 1 second.
I took common.
Man,
Yeah,
hell yeah.
that's one of
Leave
my
them out.
favorite tracks right there, though. A lot of peace in there, the freedom in it. You know what I'm saying?
I like the stabs, the kind of it's very
Yeah.
soft.
Is that Aretha?
Yeah.
You can hear Aretha, man, I'm sorry. She's like one of my most favorites. I mean, her voice is just so comforting. Her and Gladys Knight. I mean, this is something about their two voices. Roberta Flack's one of them as well. It's just
Yeah, I'm a big
classic
Gladys Knight
70s.
fan.
Gladys Knight. I've seen her live many times and actually got to do
Wow. For real.
run monitors for her one time. So that was a dope experience.
Tell you saw her
too.
live many times, huh?
Yeah, seen her live many times, and I actually got to run the monitor board, like on the side of the stage, and stuff. Not front of house, but monitors at that for her.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, man, she very 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 gifted, and it's her voice is just whew. But Aretha, man, my God. But so let's get into what you got going on. What we getting into next?
So you said get into what's that? Explain the next
What we
song.
getting it like? Yeah.
All right.
What's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
one, man?
So this one is now he is submersed. He obviously is somebody in that G Unit's camp favorite producer because they go into him continually. And so what I pulled this one, and this is called because G Unit was a gangster system, right? And gangsters commit crimes, and you witness it. And so that's what this song right here is called "You Are a Witness." So he ultimately made everybody a witness to the conspiracy that was being put on by G Unit. So that's why I call it "You Are a Witness," where I actually chopped up that you are now about to witness
Yeah.
the strength of street knowledge. I just broke it up to make it at that funky hook. So you are now a witness.
Hell yeah. And Chief Token Up said he didn't see shit. That
Yeah.
same thing. Like, I ain't see shit. I don't know what you're talking about, Fab. Check it out, man. You're now a witness, especially to the strength of B-Boys Underground and
Indeed.
Samsun Zulu. This is a dope ass concept. This is a dope ass project. I've been thoroughly enjoying this, and I
Indeed.
hope
Appreciate it.
everybody that's watching this right now, we've got a ton of positive feedback and comments on everybody that's fucking with it. And you guys that are in the chat watching this on the future replay, make sure that everybody that's here live, please share this out. Tell everybody right now, like right now, share it out. Text it to your homies. Say, yo,
And that link for this project is up in that chat. So make sure y'all
it's
find that.
Yeah.
Post it. We'll post it again.
save it, save it, save it, save it, save it, save it, and also share it out, share it out. Let's get into it, y'all.
I took Common on my wings, Tony Hi-Tek. You know what I'm saying? He legendary, Common legendary, we legendary. What I'm saying to you, we inspire both of them brothers.
You are now the witness. You are now the witness. You are now a witness. You are now the witness. You are now a witness.
Tell us, man. That was, I love that. I love that.
Are you feeling that?
That's the one.
Word.
That's the one that makes you screw your face up. That's what I was immediately with the bass line. I was like, all right, I'm feeling that, man.
Yeah, a little crick in your neck.
It had that little wicked feel to it or something. I don't know, man. That has that nice little bounce to it too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where he at right now. So everything was fully submerged in gangsterism, and so from the 50 Cent love and G Unit love, Snoop just said, "Damn, I can't overlook him. He's killing it." And the funny thing, this is a funny tripped out thing. So there was a drummer that was named Carlos. It's Carlos in the EWP family band. So Carlos had the bass player in the group was Big Worm. And so that was Teddy Riley's cousin.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like road manager for these cats down in Atlanta. And the funny thing is, so like that was the live drummer who used to tour with Snoop at that time. His name was Carlos. He's since passed on, R.I.P. But he was a drummer. He taught me so much about, on my drums and how to work and get certain things out. And but it was just crazy that, those two, I mean, just like, and now look at where Tech is, where he kind of evolved working with what's the drummer dude? What's my man name? That's working with him now. It made I don't never come down.
Anderson .Paak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Can't remember his name though. But anyway, with dude, like that was just a natural progression to get into that vibe, that energy. I haven't had work with Carlos in the EWP family band, but that was Snoop's drummer, and so because of that, that G thing was going on real heavy. So the next song is called G Shit. You can feel the vibe on this one. So
Check this one out. I can't wait to hear this one, y'all.
G shit. G shit. G shit. G shit. G shit. G shit. G shit.
Yeah, man.
yeah, yeah. Appreciate
Everybody
y'all
out
vibing with me right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, and everybody in the chat, man.
They
Vibe
loving it.
with these joints. Get the link. Stay with it. Stay with it. We ain't even done yet.
Yeah.
So what we getting ready to get into now?
All right, so this is like the prevalence of the funk has been heavy in there, and my man he did nothing but keep it funky. So this is right along the lines of everything that's going on. This is who got funk. So now he's got that them fingers pointing back to Ohio, pointing back to Cincinnati. Yeah, so we got the funk established. So it was really more so. It would have really been a prominent era for us to had capitalized on that we didn't. If you ask
Yeah.
me, you know what I'm saying. But that's the way the cookie.
Why do you
crumble.
think it that Cincinnati gets overlooked so much?
Why do you
In
think
your
Cincinnati get
opinion,
what?
why do you think the Cincinnati gets overlooked so much, especially got overlooked
Because
as much as it
there's
did?
no unification necessarily. But that's not necessarily a
Man,
bad thing. But like if I go to Memphis has a sound, right?
yes, sir.
It might be some hip hoppers in Memphis. I mean, some backpack, boom bappers in Memphis,
It is.
but their sound is distinctive. Their sound. You go to Atlanta, it might be some boom bappers in Atlanta, but their sound is distinctively their sound. You come to Cincinnati,
Yeah,
you have a boom bap existence, and you have, uh, you know, however you describe it, like whether it be a trappy or whatever kind of sound, you got everybody doing something different. So
yeah.
there's
Mhm.
no unified cohesion that people say that, and it should because we prominent for the funk. So
Right.
whatever we do, the funk element should always exist in it, and it doesn't.
Yeah.
And so that's probably our own downfall. The way like Supersonic said, explained this to me real back in the day. You explained to me really simple. Like you have you had all these cats like Angelo Ray. Y'all hip to Angelo Ray, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
Angelo
sir.
Ray produced The House the Dog Built for Jabri along with Chip. And but
He worked with a lot of artists.
Angelo Ray, you know, he was the
R&B.
drummer for Janet Jackson on tour, right?
Yes, he was.
Wicked drummer. Well, he had a
He worked
big
with Akon
brother,
too.
huh?
Didn't he work
Yeah.
with Akon as well?
Exactly. And so
Yeah.
he had a big brother who was the drummer for James Brown. A lot of times that they think that they hear that, they think that's Clyde Stubblefield, that funky drummer. But you can see where James Brown is saying to a drummer, and it's all over YouTube. He'll say, "What up, Tiger? Get him, Tiger." Tiger is Angelo Ray's big brother. He wasn't calling Clyde Stubblefield, he was calling Tiger in a lot of instances. So,
Wow.
Clyde. And what
but
was the other drummer?
in any essence, your boy had, Angelo Ray had direction, right? So that generation of Bootsy and all those cats, they were there. They was willing to teach the next generation, which was the Angelo Rays and them, and get them funky. The thing is when they came, our brothers came to get us, the next generation. Like I had brothers that had a garage band, and Tech's dad and uncle were part of 24 Karat Black. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But guess what? We was doing something totally different, and they couldn't give us no input to what we was doing. They could give it to us, and they was willing to give it to us. We just wasn't willing to accept it. We was so committed on, well, just let me make this new thing and let you hear it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of letting them put the stamp on it. And so because we didn't do that and we didn't humble ourselves, there it go. Eric and Parrish making dollars said, let me get that record. And they took that straight up. And then when they got done with it, it landed on the West Coast, and they ripped through the crate. You know what I'm saying? And we got overlooked. That's a real live conversation right there that needs to be had at some point. I mean, I don't know what it could do more now other than just humble people, because, you know what I'm saying, we older cats, and now the music is everywhere, is in a different direction, headed in a different direction. But we had an opportunity, and really when Tech banged and knocked on that door, we definitely had an opportunity, and we didn't take advantage of it then. So,
Man. So what are we getting into next, fam?
and so the next one right here after that is Who Got the Funk. So that's where we at.
Gotcha. What's this one about, man?
What's that?
What's this one about?
Oh, yeah. So that's what it was. It was about just like what I was talking.
That's what you.
Who got the funk? Ohio got the funk. Cincinnati got the funk, and it was like the door was knocked open, but we didn't run through. So Tech, you know, he came back here and he did some things with us, but he was like, I thought y'all was gonna bum rush the door. You know what I'm saying? And we did.
Gotcha. Well, here we go, y'all. Let's get into it.
When I knew Tony made it, when he made that jam, collaborate with him and Talia, you know what I'm saying? At Cincinnati, he had the pro model, he had the Cincinnati jacket on. I knew he had made it, but he showed Cincinnati, and I loved it.
got the funk.
Slap that snare, nice little crunchy bass line.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on, and I love the again the layers and the progressions and everything like that. It's just got that
Yeah.
natural nice and vibe and swing
Word.
to it, man.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
the letting the marriage of the Moog along with the 3000. Like it just creates like a crazy synth warmth that's generally don't get from a synth, but yeah, it makes it really warm and strong, energetic, and that's almost the essence of West Coast music for real.
Of funk, I
That
mean,
3000 bang with the Moog, huh?
and then can I say rest in peace, Bernie Worrell? Because I mean,
Yeah,
him and
exactly.
Bootsy made that Moog sing, man,
Yeah,
on all of the Parliament Funkadelic and all of those tracks back in the day. You could always tell anybody that was rocking the Moog, and even I mean, Moog was used and prolific in not just funk, but like R&B and rock music. That Moog was huge in all the different iterations, the really big ones down to the little mini Moogs, and you know how you can just get those low frequencies dialed in and make those subs rattle, and that was the secret, especially when you were playing it on loud systems with subs, and
yeah,
or you were listening to it on a good system. You would just hear it, it was a whole different, because it would vibrate and move you, and
yeah,
that's what I love about especially music and loud music. I'm a junkie for turning it all the way up and having the bass
yeah.
go. So, but that's the reason why my ears ring to this day. But it's all good. That's another story. What we gonna get into next, fam?
All right, so this is a joint called I Make It Hot." So it's a readaptation of a joint that he had did for 50 Cent. So this is it. I Make It Hot.
Absolutely.
So if y'all
Here we
haven't
go.
noticed, y'all see everything now leaning toward that West Coast sound and what went on there.
Yeah. But you know what's dope about it is that also while he's doing this, he still releases, his high technology series 1, 2, and 3 while he's got this going on. And those in itself, man, those
Yeah.
albums are great to listen to. And just those are a story in themselves, in the way that he crafted those albums and put them together. Those are albums that you need to listen to and enjoy,
Yeah.
as a whole. Just like this project, you need to enjoy it as a whole. So salute to you for I love cohesive projects and concepts and things that I can appreciate, because it's a story.
Yeah.
It's a ride instead of just 2 minutes and 30 seconds of something, right? It's just a whole different thing. So much love. Let's get into it.
Yes.
I make it hot.
speaking on high.
Yeah, man. Like I was gonna say, like you definitely There's a couple. I mean, there's even more than two that's in there. But man, that one is, of course, you had the 21 questions flow in there,
Word.
but you've got
Mhm.
these even I hear some Disco Inferno stabs in there, and
Yeah.
like, yeah, man, that was dope. That was really dope, man. Respect to that.
Hmm. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
cranks them out, don't he?
Yes, he does.
Boy.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, man.
And so then this next one is just like some good, solid energy, and he was in a very open, positive place. Just a great hit, and he had formulated his his pattern of success out on that side. And so here we go with "You Know How It Go."
Okay.
Here we
So
go, y'all.
let's move.
Tech. This is the day. When I see him perform in Music Hall, man, I'm gonna tell you something. I made it. I made it. He made it, but I made it too.
You know I 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 You know I
I know that sample in there. I couldn't.
I played that.
Did you sound like something from one of those, like, not Twilight Zone, but Outer Limits, or sound like one of those intros to that? So you played it, okay?
I am gonna have a conversation once again to go back onto some interactive things. It's three gigantic samples this throughout the production of the album, and when that call goes out, those individuals can guess once again they win a monetary prize, and being able to horn down on what those samples are that's on there. So
There you go, man.
Throughout the album, or or throughout the whole
yeah,
album?
so I got
Okay.
three of them going throughout, like that. I mean, it's funky. Like one of them, I'll get to you right now. One is crazy, but one of them great. It's on this next song, and so this song right here, once again, this is kind of the end of it all, but this is his call back to Cincinnati, Ohio. You know, the thing is just to keep the vibe up for him while he continues to create. Like he's doing some of his most masterful work. Like I'm thinking of that drummer. The drummer was Anderson .Paak. So the album he did, the song he did with Anderson .Paak, biggest of his career. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely getting better with time. You know what I'm saying? So we hoped it, to work from here out. is just on a whole nother plateau, whole nother level. But so this last song is called "Don't Let Me Go." You know what I'm saying? And there it is. It was foundation top box work on there as well. So take a listen to it and enjoy it.
There you go, y'all. Don't let me go.
Tek, the Samsun Zulu, much love, respect, and peace. Thank you for everything that you've done with your sharing, your knowledge, your wisdom, and your production style. Taking Cincinnati on your back as you accomplished all these goals in the music. Just showing love and respect to you, you know what I mean? Had to give you homage. Of course, I did a tribute album to Jay Dilla, and you inspired us both, so it's only right to do the same thing for you, you know what I mean? So one love, peace, respect. Be blessed, my guy. One love.
Master E from the Barn Hill crew. I love you, bruh.
Yes, y'all.
There you have it in its entirety, you know what I'm saying?
The
Absolutely.
complete tribute. Beats tape tribute to Hi-Tek Cincinnati.
So check this out, man. Absolutely. I'm putting the link to it in the chat right now. And what I do encourage y'all to do is that this is a story to be consumed not individually by the track, but as a whole, as a composition. So as to answer your question, Midget Mike, these are different little parts and segments. I think that if you just joined midway, go back and check out some of the earlier stuff. There's the link. I guarantee you got some ones on there that you are going to be like, yeah. Because what's beautiful about it is that there's a little bit of something on here for everybody that likes different types of styles. And it also, again, speaks to the progression of Hi-Tek's career. But ultimately, you know, you did this, and you did
Your
this.
handiwork.
You did this, and salute. And I wish I had the applause button and stuff like that, but salute to you on this one because the top
Here,
box
here,
work,
here.
Much respect.
the MPC 3000 work. Yes, I respect that, and I love that, and absolutely, uh, just I love the project, and I love the fact that again, you know, we like showing flowers here to whenever we get guests and artists on here, you know, whether they be established or up and coming, underground, mainstream, whatever, and whoever we have on there. We want to make sure to have an opportunity to give them their flowers just like you're doing. And much love to you for having two dope episodes that I've thoroughly enjoyed. You're a great individual and a very, very gifted and talented individual. And Cincinnati is lucky to have you, sir, as a representative of Cincinnati and showing true Cincinnati hip hop culture and what Cincinnati has to offer in regards to music sonically today. So salute to you, family.
Yeah.
Thanks for blessing us, brother. And quick thing, for some of the production, about how long would you say it took you to put that whole project together?
So
Don't say no damn 2 weeks.
So how I did it in the production, I produced, I think, a total of 30 tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Produced 30 tracks, and then I scaled back the 30 track to like, and that's when I was like conceptualizing. I started understanding like I need to start centering like things around the knowledge, right? Like 16 pads and um, memory and consideration and all that, and then I wanted songs to be a certain length because I know people's attention span ain't trying to be listening to no hour-long project, especially in this kind of format. But scale back on it, so it probably took me about maybe took me about at that I amped up. I probably produced about 30 cuts in about 3 weeks, and then I scaled those back to the hottest 16 or the ones that had that had more feel in the aspect of what he would vibe with. And then that's when I sent him those cuts, so I let him know going in which ones I was utilizing, giving him an opportunity to listen to what he was listening to, and just locked in and just submersed. Yeah.
So that was how long?
It's probably 3 weeks. Mm-hmm.
I said don't say 2 weeks. He said 3 weeks. Damn. That's masterful. Masterclass.
You got in the zone and just went there and went for it and put it together and did that thing, man. So salute to you on that one.
Yeah. Just one.
So what is the next progression? What should people be on the lookout, especially in regards to the launch? How can they where can they follow and where should they be looking for all of the folks that are in the Cincinnati tri-state area?
What I've been thinking about is actually making a page to it. I might do that, and if I do that, then I am going to be more aggressive about in the aspect of promotions of how I promote it, and because I have like all these ideas and comments, I just don't want it to piggyback on like obviously I'm giving a project out for free listening. It ain't about a money grab or anything in that nature. It's just about giving everybody an opportunity to listen and hear, and to pick up on his storyline, and then be first off inspire those young cats that we got coming up that want to do work, and giving them an opportunity to see themselves in him and how he made his steps and his moves, right? And then at the same time giving him a sincere pat on the back and throwing the roses at my man. So that's really what the whole project is. It's a love mission, and then and then its second fold is to just help those youth just kind of like in between what they want to do and how they want to do it. Tell them to just do it. You know what I'm saying?
Nike.
So that's, and so then I think like maybe if I go ahead and just have a dedicated page, it'll make it a little easier for people to, when I start doing different things like scavenger hunt, they have one place to go to get the information,
Yeah,
and move a little further in that. So yeah,
I
so
think
right
that's a
now
good idea.
it's just about, you know, Cincinnati can be hateful, you know what I'm saying? So I just want them to get to a place where love is love and they appreciate the love and the experience and just let themselves submerge in that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like
Love, love.
I want
No
so
hate.
much to happen organically. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't about, you know, going to get, you know, a million people listening to the project. You know, my by the time my tribute to Gang Star, for instance, you know, that got up to 2 or 3 thousand listeners. You know what I'm saying? And that's adequate because that was 100% organic in the distribution and presentation of that, right?
Hmm.
And of course, you want crazier numbers, but that's a good listen. You know what I'm saying? And so if this do the same thing and a multiplicity of people hear it for what it truly is, I think that's a job well done as well.
Right. A good quality listen. Say right.
Exactly.
Quality listeners that you probably
Hmm.
gave a lot of feedback and comments. Dope, dope. Well, we're gonna
Absolutely.
be looking forward to it and make sure we're putting it on our page as well, and letting listeners know.
Absolutely. Please tag
Word.
us or invite us to collab so we can share it out. And we'll definitely share it out on all of the B-Boy pages and all our individual pages as well to continue to let folks know what's going on. And then even if you get like some type of video, like thing like that, we can even maybe run a bumper or a commercial for you at the end of the or one of the beginnings of the shows just to let everybody know what's going on with the
Lock
current
it in.
with the current levels of the contest. I love the idea and I love the creativity and the originality of it and ultimately, you know, someone's going to get blessed. So, at the
Burr.
end of the day,
Peace.
you know.
Yeah.
Got a
All right.
question. Got a
Yeah,
Yeah.
Midget
question.
Mike always wants to know since he's tapping in. Salute to Midget Mike. He
Kind of like
says,
our who I wit we used to do, but
"Yeah,
go ahead. Yeah, this is kind of this simple.
what rapper gets no play in your car?"
The classic menace to
What rapper
society.
gets no play in my car?
No play. They get
No
no
play in the
play.
ride.
The menace to
You
society
know,
line.
you know what? The funny thing is, I always said Lil Yachty, right? But I've been listening to T Grizzly lately, and he on all his tracks. You know what I'm saying?
He snuck in there.
Yeah, he snuck in my whip. You know what I'm saying?
He
But so I
piggybacked.
had to say, Trinidad James. You know what I'm saying? Gets
Oh
no
Trinidad
shit! I hadn't
James.
heard that name in a while.
Oh,
Gets
oh
no
man.
play in his ride. Sorry, Mr. Trinidad.
play.
Actually,
Oh man,
actually,
you just have now I have that fucking song in my
he gets no love.
I gotta listen to your shit again just to make sure that
Yeah,
I
to
get a
wash it
palate
out.
cleanse. I
Wash
hear
it out, huh?
Trinidad James in my head like, no, get it away. I'm not doing that set. I don't need to do that. I don't need to play that music today.
Well, look at him messes with my vision, let alone the music. so,
Oh
so
man.
the music
Look,
matched the look.
look, Midget
Woo!
might say gold on my watch. Exactly, man. Like, okay. You
Lyrical.
know what I was all right, so yo man, I really thoroughly thank you for blessing us again with another dope episode and
Yeah,
appreciate you and you are family here and always
indeed.
welcome until next time you have anything, you got any updates or anything like that, please make sure that you tap in with us and let
Burr.
us know, man, because we love to have you at any time and all times, man.
All right,
It's
much
really
love. Thanks for the second time around. Better than the first time. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
hey.
Yes, sir.
You got any shout outs or anything like that, man?
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to all my hip hop heads, everybody in the Cincy, everybody in the ATL, my main man E, and the blackest of the butterflies. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. It's the union. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Word.
Yo, Fresh, you got anything to say before we
Of
get up out of here?
course, of course. Shout out to everybody in the chat as usual, our B boys, our B girls for tuning in with us once again. We appreciate all the feedback, the comments, man. Y'all the gas and the engine making it go. So, shout out to everybody, our co-hosts, the ones with us, the one couldn't be with us, your Weeze, Mad Ways, Boogie, myself. We keep trying to provide y'all great contact. And of course, shout out to Samsun Zulu blessing us again with great beat listening, one of our first on air listening parties, so really appreciate that. And so everybody stay tuned and shout out to wifey. Hope you feel a little better when I see you in a minute.
Absolutely. Shout out to wifey. Hope you feel better. So keep it positive, keep it pushing, keep persevering, stay in the present. You can't change the past. You can't predict the future. All you got is right now. So don't trip. Just enjoy. Breathe in, breathe out. Peace. Love y'all.
Rollo.
Rollo.
Love.